Ready? Right now we're out at a little conservation reserve called Ryan's Lagoon. It used to just be a dirty cow paddock, and over the years we've revegetated it, knocked down all of the pest weed species, and that's why it looks how it looks today. My name's Corbin, I'm a park ranger at Parklands Albury Wodonga. This is one of my little offsiders, Mush. She's a little whippet cross who gives me a hand. My particular area of expertise is vertebrate pests, so things like foxes, rabbits, cats, deer. They're all a bit of a problem. Some of the feral predators, like foxes and cats, are responsible for the extinction of, I think, well over 20 Australian mammals, and then there's a whole heap of birds, small reptiles as well, that are extinct or going extinct, that are on the endangered list purely because of those two species alone. On average, feral cats will kill and eat 12 different animals a day. When you think about how many feral cats there are in Australia, that's billions and billions of animals every single year that they kill. If you have a pet cat, it should live inside. You might think that your cat doesn't kill anything when you let it out. It does. You might think that your cat only stays in the backyard. It doesn't. Foxes will eat everything from 5 grams up to 5 kilos, I think that's their normal prey size. Everything from a little dung beetle up to a small wallaby. So there's a lot of rushes through here, just really thick patches that have popped up since the billabong dried out. Lots of frogs, lizards, small birds. They love living in these rushes, and so that's where you find the foxes as well. A lot of people think foxes live in dens. Like 9 times out of 10, they're up above ground, living in thick cover like that. Can hold a dozen foxes. Good morning. We're just shooting a quick video, if that's okay. We'll be out of your hair soon. This lagoon here, it was only a couple years ago we started doing pest control in here. The first time we came through was a dozen or 14 foxes and 4 or 5 deer as well. They're everywhere, and they're a problem. There's a rubbed tree. From here all the way down to the bottom, there's a big scar on the tree. Pretty much all deer species in Australia have a favourite tree that they like to rub their antlers on. They do it to mark their territory and also to strip the velvet off their antlers when they're growing out their antlers. Now, fallow deer really like wattles and small eucalyptus trees. And yeah, you can have a look at this one. He's hit this a few times over the years. This is a fair few years old, but you can see all over this. There's little ones here. You can see old ones up here. This one here is from this season. When they get right into it, they'll ring bark the tree and kill it. Here's one that it's killed from rubbing out. He won't do this to just 1 or 2 trees either. He'll just go along the whole way, 1 buck, and he'll thrash hundreds of trees. All the trees along here will probably be rubbed out. Deer spread disease to a lot of our agricultural animals like cattle, and so farmers are starting to realise that they're quite a bit of a problem now as well. This is Ryan's Creek that runs through here, and then there's Ryan's Creek Junior, kind of has all been revegetated. Like in the creek's fantastic. So we're just on a little part of the creek behind the lagoon. I think it was about 15 years ago. There was nothing along here but a heap of willows. They all got cut out and a lot of replanting happened in here, and it took, and I just think it looks so much better. A lot better for our natives, especially our native fish species. We've just come 500 metres from over that way up to the creek here. It is really nice. Down the bottom, it's so good, especially like in spring or autumn. It's just nice, lush green grass. Lots of native tussocks are coming up, and like all of the trees are coming up as well. It looks really good compared to what it would have looked like. Things like rabbits, they're like mini sheep, they eat absolutely everything. And on top of that, the damage they do with their warrens can be quite out of control. And plus they breed like rabbits. There might only be 2 or 3 rabbits one year, and then 3 years later there'll be 5,000 and not a blade of grass. So I have a few offsiders with me at work occasionally. Mushy is one of them, and her specialty is rabbits when working with my my other offsiders of ferrets. There's two pairs of sisters here. I just call them Missy or Moo, or the Bobsy twins. The other two is Brittany Ray and Brittany Sky. So for this warren, it's only a small warren. We'll only put the one in, this lovely little girl. For those who haven't seen ferrets before, they're part of the weasel family, not the mongoose family. So yeah, weasels, stoats, ferrets, martens, polecats. Ferrets are a domesticated polecat. Rabbits are that's their prey. That's what they chase in the wild, which is why we work so well together. Do you want to have a hold? So Mush lets me know where the holes are. She'll go find the rabbit holes and mark them. And then once we put all the nets out for the ferrets, their job is to flush things out. Mush kind of stands guard. And if I have my hands full with the rabbit, she'll go grab another one if it comes out. And she's quite enthusiastic at the moment to sort that out. There's a rabbit in here, she hasn't come out yet. If nothing happens, like they just bounce out, it's abandoned. But because she's still in there, she can smell a rabbit. Whether there's one in there or not right now is another matter, but she's just having a search around for it. There you go. And I think it's good to note as well, like I try and use all of the animals. All of my dogs eat rabbit, and the ferrets eat rabbit, we eat venison. We try and reuse the fox skins from the foxes that we get, use all those natural resources that would just go to waste. I really like the partnership that you form with these animals. Like dogs are domesticated because they hunted with us. I really like the fact that, you know, we can still do that today. Hey Mush. And love doing something that improves our ecosystem. And I feel like we'll have a better one once I'm long and gone.